Bizarre turn to Delhi coaching tragedy in which 3 students lost their lives. Driver of Thar, which can be seen in the video, has been arrested. Now, was it the fault of the Thar driver that he drove his car in that waterlogged street? Because clearly that road was not closed by the MCD officials because waterlogging and flooding had happened. So 5 people, remember, have been arrested in connection with the basement flooding case of Rajinder, Nagar. The arrested people include the owners of the basement, but also an individual who drove Thar. And in the video, you can see the state of that particular street where the coaching center is. Now, the Thar driver has also been booked. The allegation or the charges is that Thar appears to have damaged the gate of the building. With these arrests, the total number of arrests has gone up to 7. We have Priyank joining us in the broadcast. He's joining us live from old Rajinder Nagar, where the coaching center is. What do you call this? Is this a knee-jerk reaction? The police, the officials didn't know who to blame, so include the Thar driver as well, just to show that many arrests have taken place. What is it?
Just a slight correction, Swati. This was, force Gurkha, which is a multi-terrain vehicle. And what police has been justifying, that the driver was told by one of the passerby not to move towards this direction because there is a heavy water flow and flooding which has happened in this zone. But this person, who also appears to be a YouTuber, he drove his vehicle at a fast speed, which led to splashing of the water which entered, and that is a main point because of which the initial construction work stopped, broke, and the water entered in the basement. On the other side, the legality of this case, the owners of this particular building, because the building belongs to one person who was arrested yesterday. Then the coaching managers individuals were also arrested, and all those owners of the 4th floor of this building has also been put under arrest by the Delhi police. So on total 7 arrests, 6 of them are from the management and the owners of the building. 7th one is a very interesting thing, which is the owner of the vehicle which was moving from this direction. It was a force Gurkha vehicle, which was a black color vehicle, and it also had a dash cam on it. So probably the YouTuber was trying to film it, show it to the world that how this particular waterlogging has made and how his vehicle is so multi-terrain that it can move to any location. The YouTuber has time and again made these kind of videos on his social media platform. But one more important aspect, which is also highlighting the kind of negligent behavior and very just eyewash behavior which is being done by the MCD officials. These are big machines. These are the bulldozers.
But the video that we see, and the moment when that vehicle passes by, the gates are already open and the street is already waterlogged. If the concern or the worry was that any movement of any vehicle would have caused this damage and led to waterlogging in the basement, why didn't the officials shut this road? Because anybody and everybody passing from this street must have themselves been struggling to find a way.
Yes, Swati, it was the only vehicle. It was a high-rise SUV which could have moved from this location. So by logic, the Delhi police should have said that no vehicular movement should have been allowed. How is it possible, since the waterlogging was here, the Delhi police person should also be blamed that they should have placed barricades here, that no vehicle movement should have been allowed there. But instead of doing that, they are trying to shield themselves, and they are putting the onus on this particular vehicle owner who was moving from this location. We exactly don't know whether he was making a reel or he was doing some other thing. But the fact of the matter is that ideally it should have been action from the Delhi police side. They should have stopped vehicular movement. The traffic police, the Delhi police should have stopped the vehicle movement. But instead of that, they allowed this vehicle to come, and when the splash of water after the movement of this high multi-terrain SUV moved and pushed water inside the basement area, which was already a danger zone for students where they were studying, this disaster happened. So taking this particular step a bit further without any kind of logic which can be understood by us, the Delhi police is trying to maintain.
Perhaps the Delhi police should come clear on that and give an explanation on why this vehicle owner has been booked. Priyank, stay on with us. We're just opening our phone lines and taking some callers on the broadcast as well. We have Narasimhan joining us from Bengaluru. Good afternoon to you. Please go ahead. What do you have to say?
Good afternoon. I have to say 2 things. Number 1 is, some of you, please give a constitution copy to Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah with Article 356 duly marked. the spineless central government is responsible for this. They should have imposed president rule and would have brought all this administration into control. Number one. Number two, I don't know when will, at least in the next election, again they will vote this Kejriwal and they suffer like this. See, look at the inefficient, spineless central government and the most inefficient Delhi government.
Okay, you're saying the blame should not be on just one regime. You're saying that both center and state are responsible for this state of situation in the national capital. Thank you very much, Mr. Narasimhan. We have Subramaniam joining us from Chennai. Good afternoon to you. Please go ahead.
I mean, it's the Kejriwal and the drama, what they do. They are solely responsible for this. And I don't understand how Delhi can vote for them again and again. And I think courts have to intervene. Because Delhi government, and not only Delhi government, many governments in the state get elected because of the freebies given and promised. Freebies are from my tax money. So it is indirectly you're bribing the voters. And the people at the lower strata, they are going to vote for them. And the so-called educated in the middle class are always going to pay a price. I think
when the governments, the corporations, the administration does not do its job, we've seen it multiple times that the courts have to intervene. You're saying the court should intervene in this case as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Subramaniam. We have Mr. Murthy joining us from Coimbatore. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Murthy. Please go ahead. What do you want to say?
It is laughable that the Jeep Wala has been booked for driving on the federal road. If that is the case, in Coimbatore, nobody can drive on the roads. This is the picture. No politician is held responsible for any fault. And some junior engineer, some engineer is being suspended. It is laughable. And Delhi people have got no sense at all, I believe.
You're saying it's just all a hogwash, the action being taken. Thank you very much, Mr. Murthy. We have Simit Thakur joining us from Lonavala. What do you have to say about this bizarre action, booking the vehicle owner?
Good afternoon, ma'am. सबसे पहले तो all my condolence and मेरा पूरा सहानुभूति to the kids who had lost their life, to the parents.
Right.
And this is absolutely, I have no words to explain. अभी और मिला तो scapegoat बना दो बेचारे उस गाड़ी वाले को. And also it is absolutely a नेता, who has not signing the bureaucracy कुछ नहीं कर सकती जब तक कि नेता उसको approve नहीं करते हैं. It is all on the netas, the ministers, the AAP party, which has not doing anything. They are only busy doing all tamasha and natak about their minister, their chief minister, uska health. What about the normal people? उनकी जान गई है. It is very sad. नेता कुछ करते नहीं है. कोई उनको चाहिए scapegoat. कोई चाहिए.
Okay, you are saying that the vehicle owner has been made a scapegoat. Thank you very much, Simi Thakur, for joining us. We have former UP DJP Vikram Singh. Vikram Singh, can you help us understand, is there, first of all, any logic behind this action?
Administrative tragedy of the worst kind, and everybody has failed systematically, repeatedly, and money seems to be the topmost priority. I blame the MCD, I blame the fire service department, I blame primarily the coaching mafia. When I say the coaching mafia, they are all co-conspirators in this diabolical, cold-blooded, deliberate murder, and all these three should be held responsible and action under the National Security Act.
The action actually is being questioned because the arrests that have been made, car owner, a vehicle owner has also been booked. The charges are that this person passed through the street that caused damage to the gate of the building.
This is getting to be bizarre. This is getting to be more bizarre. I see it as an attempt to shield the coaching chap's owner and also who are the topmost people responsible for this tragedy. And an avoidable one at that. Car owner of all the things. I have never heard anything as bizarre as that.
Also, the fact is, Vikram Singh ji, that road or that street was not closed by the officials. Had he violated some rule, then
no.
the move would have been absolutely fine. But this vehicle was just passing from there.
This is bizarre. The vehicle owner had no misery or a guilt conscience, wasn't even aware that something was there like that, a booby trap lying in the waiting. The car owner, perhaps I would not even say that he's culpable. The onus would lie on the fire service, the coaching people, and the MCD.
All right, Vikram Singh ji, thank you very much for joining us with your views. So